bitch, don't call my phone, just leave me alone. On my own ride, smoking, bitch, I'm gone. Try to turn me off, bitch, you know what's on. Bitch, I got this, nigga, don't try to run the play, I'ma snatch your pockets. Just left my mama, how for a nigga don't make me kill you. Even as a jit, I was chasing after millions. These pussy niggas in the way, I'ma smush a nigga. Don't be a stupid nigga and stand in front of this pistol. What make you think a nigga was green, a nigga was lame? Until you see the beam right in your face, turn your lights on, you mixing that day, nigga. Nigga don't know.
This isn't just a story about survival, it's a story about breaking free. It's about scars earned, lessons learned, and a desperate search for peace in a place built on war. This is about brothers turned rivals, rivals turned allies, and a generation stuck in cycles they didn't create but are determined to end. In a world defined by violence, loyalty, and loss, DG Moolah, Forrest, Snubs, King 2, and countless others fight battles both internal and external. They confront their demons head-on, seeking redemption in a place that seems hell-bent on denying it. Welcome to a journey of pain and healing, darkness and hope, chaos and music, where every choice has consequences, every street has memories, and every soul carries a chance to rewrite their story. The city breathes under the weight of the night. Neon lights flicker, their glow reflecting off puddles on cracked pavement littered with cigarette butts and broken glass. Police sirens wail in the distance, fading as they turn a corner. On a graffitied wall, a memorial mural looms large, candles flickering at its base, their flames trembling in the wind. The name Trey stands out in bold white paint, illuminated softly by street lamps. A hooded figure moves past, shoulders tense, eyes scanning the shadows with practiced caution. DG Moolah walks with purpose, his mind heavy with choices not yet made. He knows this life. He knows the streets better than anyone. But tonight, something feels different. Inside an abandoned warehouse smelling of rust and mildew, DG Moolah sits across from Snubs, a childhood friend turned rival. A single bulb swings overhead, casting long, distorted shadows across walls scarred with bullet holes. A worn wooden table separates them, but the tension in the air makes it feel thinner than paper. Both men lean back, hands hovering near their waists, unspoken words loaded with warning. Snubs taps his fingers rhythmically against the table, eyes locked on DG. You know what happens if you go through with this, right? Ain't no coming back. DG's stare is unwavering. I ain't looking back, Snubs. I'm looking forward. Snubs exhales sharply, shaking his head. Forward? Man, forward means running this game till the wheels fall off. DG's voice is low but certain. Forward means breaking free. Silence falls, heavy and thick. Snubs clenches the edge of the table until his knuckles whiten. King 2, an OG with wisdom etched deeply in his scarred features, stands beside Forrest, a young one caught between two worlds. They watch as two hustlers argue fiercely in the distance, tempers flaring over a petty misunderstanding, something that could turn deadly in a heartbeat. Forrest shakes his head, voice edged with frustration. Man, why we always gotta prove something? Ain't nobody winning. King 2 doesn't look at him. His gaze stays fixed on the tense confrontation. It ain't about winning. It's about who's left standing. Forrest studies him, searching for hope, an answer, a way out. He finds none. A hidden back room smells strongly of cigar smoke and anxiety, filled with stacks of cash, loaded guns, and unspoken truths. Corey, the OG with eyes colder than the steel he carries, paces impatiently before Snubs and the others. DG talking change like it's that simple, like the past don't got hands that drag you back. Snubs lights a cigarette, eyes burning fiercely in the smoke-filled haze. Then maybe we remind him, ain't no leaving. The tension builds, a deadly agreement made silently in the dark. Children's laughter echoes as kids play ball, their innocent joy a stark contrast to their surroundings. DG and King 2 sit on a bench worn smooth from years of restless sitting, quietly observing. For a fleeting moment, there's peace. King 2 keeps his gaze locked ahead. You know they coming for you, right? DG nods slowly. They already did. Took my brother, took my freedom, ain't taking my future. A gunshot rings out nearby, and the children freeze in fear. DG and King 2 remain motionless, accustomed to the violence that never sleeps. DG stands hesitantly outside his mother's house, hands in pockets, staring at the door, his past and future separated by a thin piece of worn wood and his own hesitation. Headlights slice through the darkness. A car rolls slowly to a stop. The window slides down, revealing Snubs, gun gleaming ominously in his hand. You walk away. You dead to me. DG doesn't flinch. Then bury me alive. Snubs hesitates before driving away, disappearing into the oppressive darkness. Rows of young faces stare back at DG, their expressions a mix of skepticism and hope. Forrest sits among them, arms crossed defensively. DG takes a deep breath, words heavier than bullets. The streets don't love you, but somebody out there does. The room remains silent, the truth heavy on every heart. A new mural rises boldly against the brick, no longer a memorial but a beacon of change, painted vibrantly with life. Snubs watches from afar, gripped tight on his steering wheel. He exhales sharply, then drives off. Some cycles don't break easily. The city continues to breathe beneath flickering streetlights. Corey's absence leaves chaos, a dangerous vacuum filled quickly by old enemies and ambitious new faces. Bishop sits coldly, eyes promising revenge. Snubs is violently abducted, beaten, and left bleeding, a brutal reminder that the streets never forgive. DG finds him, bruised but breathing, fueling the inevitable war that returns with brutal clarity. A fierce battle erupts. DG, Snubs, King 2, and Forrest stand against Bishop and his soldiers. Gunfire echoes in the night, each shot ripping through the silence, leaving bodies scattered. DG faces Bishop, finger trembling on the trigger. King 2 warns softly, "You let him live, the cycle continues." DG lowers the gun, defying the cycle. But peace remains elusive. Rico rises, fueled by vengeance. Snubs is attacked again, beaten mercilessly as Rico's men leave him broken. DG makes a final choice, to end the cycle or be consumed by it. The docks become a war zone. DG hunts Rico down, cornering him. Rico spits bitterly, "You ain't ever leaving." DG silences him with a shot. Silence returns briefly. Snubs whispers uncertainly, "What's next?" No answer comes. Zane emerges, resurrecting the past. Another cycle begins, bloody and relentless. DG faces one final battle, one final sacrifice. Wounded but surviving, DG stands overlooking the city, changed forever. King 2 nods approvingly. The streets don't love you, don't forgive, don't forget, but somebody out there does. The cycle finally breaks, or at least it begins to. In the quiet aftermath, beneath neon lights flickering softly in the night, hope quietly breathes once again. The city breathes differently now. Neon lights still glow, reflecting off pavement cracked by a million footsteps. But tonight, those lights feel warmer, brighter. The weight still exists, but now there's something else beneath it. A quiet strength, hope humming low beneath the noise. Inside an old warehouse, once the scene of war, violence, and tension, beats now vibrate the walls, rhythm replacing gunfire. DG Mula stands in the center, eyes closed, headphones snug, nodding to a track that pulses through his veins. Behind glass, Forrest adjusts a mixing board, expression intense with purpose. He hits a button and speaks through the mic, smiling. "Yo, DG, that's it. We got something special here." DG opens his eyes, pulling off his headphones, exhaling sharply. "It's gotta be. Ain't no turning back this time." Forrest laughs, shaking his head. "Bruh, we ain't looking back no more. We making waves now." The studio door swings open. King 2 walks in, nodding approval at the setup, the scars still visible but softened by a quiet pride. "Look at y'all turning battlefields into dreams. 'Bout damn time." DG grins, embracing the OG. "Had to do it. Streets took enough from us. It's time we took something back." They all share a look, understanding deep without words. Forrest leans forward, voice charged with emotion. "So what's the plan, DG? You said this was bigger than music." DG nods, stepping forward, speaking from the soul. "We start a label, our label, not just music. This about changing lives, showing the kids there's a different path." King 2 crosses his arms, smiling. "So you trying to change the whole city now?" DG meets his eyes, voice steady. "Somebody gotta do it. Streets only showed us death and pain, but we got power now. We got a voice. We gotta use it." Forrest leans back thoughtfully. "What we calling it?" DG pauses, the room silent, energy thick. He exhales slowly, memories flashing before his eyes. Snubs, Corey, Trey, Bishop, each face a reminder of why they're here. "Redemption Records," DG says, voice quiet but firm. Forrest smiles slowly. "Yeah, Redemption Records, I feel that." Weeks pass and the word spreads fast. DG and Forrest hustle tirelessly, handing out flyers, recording demos, mentoring young artists. The warehouse studio becomes a beacon of hope, kids lining up outside, each hungry for opportunity instead of blood. One afternoon, DG walks past the old memorial mural, the name Trey, still bold but fading slightly, softened by sunlight instead of streetlights. DG stands quietly, then feels a tap on his shoulder. Turning, he sees Snubs, face healed but eyes cautious. DG tenses for a moment, but Snubs raises empty hands. "I ain't here for trouble, just came to talk." DG nods cautiously. "Speak your piece." Snubs exhales deeply, looking away. "You was right, DG. Streets never loved us. They just took. I see what you're doing now. It's real. Maybe it's too late for me, but these kids deserve better." DG studies Snubs, seeing genuine remorse. "Ain't never too late. Doors open if you want it." Snubs shakes his head, smiling bitterly. "Maybe someday. For now, just keep doing you. Keep 'em alive." DG extends a hand. After hesitation, Snubs shakes it, a silent truce stronger than words. The label officially launches, packed with young talent hungry to rewrite their story. The first showcase fills quickly, artists performing their truth, music resonating deep. DG watches from the crowd, eyes heavy with emotion. Forrest nudges him. "You see this? This us, man. This what breaking cycles look like." DG smiles, chest tight. "We did it." King 2 walks up, eyes proud. "Nah, y'all just getting started." Months pass. Redemption Records grows, becoming a cornerstone of the community. Kids trade street corners for studio sessions, guns for microphones, violence for lyrics. DG and Forrest work endlessly, sleepless nights now spent shaping dreams, not avoiding bullets. One evening, Forrest records a verse, voice filled with power, emotion raw. "They said we'd never escape these streets, but we turned pain to beats, left the violence for peace, built something they could never reach." DG nods, eyes shining. "That's it, Forrest. That's exactly it." Forrest removes his headphones, emotional. "Crazy how it started, huh? We was caught between two worlds. Now look." DG nods serious. "Now we building a new one." Redemption Records hosts a community block party, bringing peace where violence once lived. Music echoes through neighborhoods that knew gunshots too well. DG stands on stage, looking over faces filled with life, not fear. He grabs the mic, voice powerful, clear. "We came from pain, loss, struggle. Streets tried to bury us, but they didn't know we was seeds. Now we bloom, now we rise. This music, it's redemption, our redemption." Cheers erupt, echoing down blocks once silent with mourning. From afar, Snubs watches quietly, smiling softly, pride mixed with regret. He nods once, turns, and walks away, this time into something brighter, clearer. At the end of the night, DG, Forrest, and King 2 sit together, exhausted but fulfilled, laughter easy, authentic. King 2 smiles knowingly. "Think we finally broke it, that cycle?" DG looks around thoughtfully, finally feeling peace. "Nah, we built a new one, something worth repeating." Forrest nods. "Yeah, a cycle of hope." The three friends lean back, watching the city glow beneath stars that finally feel within reach. The streets never loved them. But now, it doesn't matter. They learned to love themselves, built something that'll outlive pain, violence, and loss. Because the streets don't love you, but somebody out there does. And now, finally, it's them. Sunlight spills gently through windows of the Redemption Records studio. Walls once scarred by bullet holes now hold gold plaques, vibrant art, and photographs of smiling faces, a testament to lives transformed. DG Mula stands quietly, watching Forrest mentor a group of kids, teaching them about rhythm, beats, and dreams that stretch beyond the streets. Forrest turns, noticing DG's presence. "Yo, big bro, you see this? These kids got something special." DG smiles, pride evident in his voice. "I see you, Forrest. This is exactly what we dreamed about." A knock interrupts their conversation. King 2 steps through, a rare seriousness etched in his usually relaxed expression. "Y'all might want to see this." DG and Forrest exchange a look, following King 2 to the lobby where a nervous teenager waits. He shifts uneasily, eyes wide with uncertainty. I'm Malik. Snubs told me y'all could help. Streets got my brother, but he ain't built for that life." DG feels something tighten in his chest, memories flashing of Trey and Snubs, brothers he couldn't save. He nods firmly, hand on Malik's shoulder. You came to the right place. Later that night, DG and Forrest sit on the rooftop, city lights spread out below like tiny stars scattered across the earth. Forrest exhales softly. We ain't never gonna escape it fully, huh? Street's always gonna be calling somebody. DG nods slowly, thoughtful. Maybe not, but we're the reason they can hear something else now, a different voice. Maybe we ain't escaped fully, but we built something better, something stronger. Forrest smiles, comforted by DG's words. Yeah, we left footprints. Days turn to weeks, and Redemption Records becomes more than just music. It becomes sanctuary. DG mentors Malik, recognizing a younger version of himself, conflicted, lost, but searching for a way out. In quiet moments, he sees Snubs' reflection, reminding him the fight isn't over, it's just changed shape. One afternoon, Forrest approaches DG with urgency. Malik's brother, Jay, word on the street is he got caught up with a crew under somebody named Cato. DG stiffens, recognizing the name instantly. Cato was Zane's protege, a shadow lurking from the past. DG's voice turns hard, decisive. We can't lose another one, not this time. King 2 steps forward, calm as ever. Then we don't wait around. Let's handle this before it handles us. That night, DG, Forrest, and King 2 find Malik pacing anxiously outside the studio. Y'all ain't gotta do this. Street's dangerous. Cato don't play. DG places a firm hand on Malik's shoulder. Listen, Redemption ain't just our label's name. It's who we are. This fight, it's ours. Malik nods slowly, hope shining through fear. Then I'm rolling too. DG hesitates briefly, but seeing determination in Malik's eyes, he understands. Stay close. A warehouse looms ahead, an echo from their past, dark and familiar. DG, Forrest, King 2, and Malik enter cautiously, hearts heavy but spirits stronger than before. Inside, Jay sits tied to a chair, bruised but alive. Cato stands calmly, surrounded by his crew. Cato smirks darkly, eyes locked on DG. Thought you left this behind. Streets missed you. DG stares him down, voice steady, clear. I ain't back for the streets. I'm here for him. Streets don't own him, Cato. Cato laughs bitterly. Streets own everybody. You forgot? Forrest steps up, voice powerful. Nah, we broke that chain y'all just stuck in yesterday. Tension stretches thick as silence. Finally, Cato signals. Jay released roughly. He stumbles toward Malik, who embraces him tightly. DG locks eyes with Cato, unwavering. You keep the streets, we'll keep saving lives. Cato shrugs casually, yet menace lingers beneath. See how long that lasts. Back at Redemption Records, Jay sits shaken but safe, Malik by his side. DG addresses both quietly, strength in every word. I won't lie to you. Street's always gonna try pulling you back, but you stronger than that. Don't let nobody tell you different. Jay nods, voice low but sincere. I'm ready to leave it behind, but how? DG smiles, handing Jay a notebook and pen. Write your story. Pain, truth, everything you went through. You control your narrative now. Streets don't own your voice no more. Forrest places headphones around Jay's neck. This your new weapon. Weeks later, Jay records his first track, emotion raw, voice powerful. I seen darkness, felt pain. Streets stole too much. Never again. I found hope. I found peace. I'm breaking chains, making my release. DG listens, eyes glistening with pride. King 2 whispers quietly, You did it, Moolah. You really changed it. DG shakes his head, smiling. Nah, we did it together. Months pass, Redemption Records expanding further, touching lives, becoming a heartbeat for the city. Jay, Malik, and dozens of others who once saw no way out now stand on stage sharing hope through music. DG watches from backstage, emotion swelling in his chest. Forrest leans close, voice soft. Look what we did, DG. They believe now. Streets might still whisper, but we louder. DG nods, voice filled with quiet strength. And we gon' stay loud. A familiar figure steps quietly into the studio one afternoon. Snubs returns, healthier, eyes brighter than ever. DG, think I'm ready now. DG smiles warmly, embracing him fully. Welcome home. Snubs nods, releasing years of tension in one breath. Let's finish what we started. The city breathes with hope now. Redemption Records shining as proof that even scars tell stories worth hearing. The community grows, changing more with each beat, each rhyme, each voice that finds its way from darkness to light. One evening, DG, Forrest, Snubs, and King 2 stand together overlooking the city, light stretching to the horizon. Snubs breaks the silence gently. You think we finally beat the streets? DG exhales slowly, smiling softly. Maybe we didn't beat them, but we ain't lose either. Streets had their story. We got ours now. And we writing it ourselves. Forrest nods, voice quiet but proud. Guess that's what redemption really looked like. They share quiet laughter, strength born from struggle, bonds forged through battles that left scars, but not defeat. They broke the cycle, not with bullets, not with blood, but with music, belief, and an unshakable truth. The streets don't love you, but somebody out there does. And now that somebody was them. The city pulses differently now, thriving beneath a sky once heavy with tension, now lifted by beats and lyrics filled with truth. Redemption Records isn't just a studio anymore. It's a sanctuary, a promise that even shadows can become light. DG Mula walks the halls of the newly renovated studio building, walls vibrant with murals painted by local youth. Smiling faces, stories of struggle turned into art, every image proof of the lives they touched. Forrest approaches with a clipboard, grinning wide. Man, you believe this? Forrest shakes his head, eyes bright. We got labels from New York, LA, and Atlanta calling. They finally see us, DG. DG exhales deeply, a smile spreading across his face. Yeah, but we always saw us first. They just catching up. Forrest laughs, nodding. Facts. A familiar voice echoes from down the hall. Snubs mentoring new artists, patiently teaching the art of storytelling. DG watches him proudly, seeing a brother reborn. King 2 walks up beside DG, calm strength radiating. Never thought we'd see him teaching, huh? DG chuckles softly. Didn't think I'd see myself here either, but look at us, still standing. King 2 smiles knowingly. Not just standing, we're building bridges. One afternoon, Malik bursts into DG's office, eyes lit up with excitement. Yo, big bro, turn the TV on, we made the news. DG clicks it on, and there's Redemption Records featured prominently. Kids rapping, artists collaborating, Forrest interviewed with passion clear in his voice. We're changing narratives. We're giving kids their voices back. DG leans back, overwhelmed. Malik's voice shakes with excitement. We did this. DG meets his eyes warmly. We did. That night, DG hosts a special community showcase, inviting artists from all corners of the city, even rival neighborhoods, to the Redemption Records stage. Anxiety is thick at first, old tensions threatening the air, but as beats drop and lyrics flow, walls begin to fall. Jay steps to the mic, voice powerful, vulnerable. They told us we were enemies, but we bleed the same. Let's end the war. We're bigger than the game. Applause erupts, rivals nodding respectfully, hands clapping in unity. DG steps onto the stage, voice carrying authority and hope. Tonight, we proved something. Streets told us we were enemies. Music reminded us we family. Cheers erupt again, louder, genuine. After the show, DG walks outside, breathing deeply under streetlights, glowing warmly now instead of harsh. He spots Kato standing quietly across the street, watching carefully, not hostile, just curious. DG crosses the street slowly, caution mixed with hope. Kato stiffens slightly but doesn't back away. DG nods respectfully. Surprised to see you here. Kato shrugs, eyes thoughtful. Had to see for myself. Heard you building something real. DG nods. There's room for everybody. Kato hesitates, vulnerability rare on his face. You think there's room for someone like me? DG smiles gently, extending a hand. Always, the bridge is already built. You just gotta cross it. After a pause, Kato shakes DG's hand, tentative but sincere. Another cycle breaking quietly. Months later, Redemption Records announces a major music festival, the first of its kind, called the Bridge Festival. Artists from neighborhoods once at war share the stage, celebrating unity through music. DG, Forrest, Snubs, King 2, Malik, J, even Kato, now mentoring, stand together watching thousands in the crowd, faces filled with joy and peace. Forrest speaks quietly, emotional. Look at what we did. We ain't just changed the city, we healed it. DG nods slowly, feeling every scar he ever carried soften. We showed them redemption was possible. King 2 smiles, wisdom brightening his expression. Not just possible, inevitable. At the festival's climax, DG steps forward to thunderous applause. looking out over a crowd larger than he ever imagined. He takes a deep breath, voice raw with emotion. They said we'd never break the cycle. They said the streets owned us forever. But tonight we stand together, no bullets, no blood, just music, truth, and unity. The cycle didn't break us. We broke it. The roar from the crowd echoes far into the night, victory resounding clearly through the city. Afterward, DG and Snubs walk quietly together through streets that once felt threatening, now peaceful. Snubs pauses, looking thoughtfully at the faded Trey mural. You think he see this? DG nods quietly. I know he does. Trey, Bishop, Corey, even Zane. Our scars don't disappear, but we wear them different now. Snubs exhales deeply, voice quiet. Thanks for not giving up on me. DG puts an arm around his shoulder, brotherhood unbreakable. Thanks for believing in change. Years pass. Redemption Records becomes a national powerhouse, launching countless artists, creating change everywhere. DG, Forrest, and Snubs mentor others tirelessly, ensuring the bridge they built never crumbles. One afternoon, a young girl steps nervously into DG's office. She's shy, anxious, but brave. I'm Kayla. Heard you help people like me. The streets took my dad. My mama's scared they'll take me too. DG kneels gently, eyes soft. Kayla, we won't let them. Welcome home. She smiles, relieved, finding safety in his words. The cycle still whispers, but Redemption Records speaks louder. Late one night, DG stands alone on the studio rooftop, city lights shimmering below. Forrest joins him quietly, eyes reflecting pride. Ever think we'd get this far? DG smiles softly, thoughtful. Honestly? Nah, thought we'd never escape the past, but now look. Forrest nods gently. We didn't just escape, we transformed. DG exhales deeply. And the bridge keeps growing. They stand quietly, knowing the streets beneath them hold stories of pain, loss, and struggle, but now they hold something else too. Hope. In a quiet ceremony at Redemption Records, DG unveils a memorial wall honoring everyone lost in the struggle. Trey, Bishop, Corey, Zane, countless others. It's solemn yet hopeful, a permanent reminder of what was overcome. He speaks softly to the gathered crowd, voice steady with purpose. We remember their names not for vengeance but for peace, not for division but unity. This wall isn't about who we lost, it's about who we saved, who we can still save. The room fills with applause, tears, healing. At sunset, DG sits quietly in the empty studio reflecting. King 2 walks in, calm as always. Feels like the end? DG shakes his head gently, smiling. Nah, it's a beginning. We ain't done yet. King 2 nods approvingly. That's what redemption really means, huh? DG rises, meeting his eyes confidently. Yeah, redemption ain't just about making peace with the past. It's about creating a future that doesn't repeat it. They walk outside together, sunset glowing gold, sky endless with possibility. They know the streets still exist, the whisper's still there, but Redemption Records built something louder, stronger. A new legacy, a new cycle. Not blood, but redemption. Blood and redemption, final words. The streets taught them pain. They taught them loss, fear, betrayal. But those same streets forged strength, resilience, and redemption. DG Mula stands atop Redemption Records, eyes reflecting city lights that once threatened to swallow him whole. Beside him, Forrest looks out at the horizon, pride quiet yet powerful. Snubs stands silently, scars fading but never forgotten, reminders of the price they all paid. King 2 nods gently, the wisdom in his eyes now shared openly, freely. Below, their community thrives. Kids trading corners for studios, choosing mics instead of guns, lyrics instead of bullets. Malik, Jay, Kayla, faces of hope, proof the cycle can break, that survival can become success and dreams can become reality. DG's voice is steady, speaking to everyone and no one in particular. The streets never loved us. They tested us, broke us, tried to bury us, but they didn't know we were seeds, and now we've bloomed. He takes a deep breath, eyes scanning faces of brothers he fought with, lost with, and finally won with. We can't change our past, but we can shape what's next. Redemption ain't just something we earn once, it's something we choose every day. Forrest nods, voice steady, and we'll keep choosing it as long as it takes. King 2 smiles knowingly, and make sure these kids never have to fight like we did. Snubs steps forward, eyes bright with purpose. They said we couldn't change, but look at us now. We changed everything. DG Mula looks to the sky, peace settling deep inside. The cycle's broken, but our work never ends. Because redemption ain't a place, it's a journey. The city below hums softly, lights flickering like tiny stars, each one a life redeemed, saved by music and hope. The streets don't love you, but somebody out there does. And finally they understand that somebody was always them.
New shit drip from my rims, my socks. New kids on the block, still the same with the Glock. There's a new hustler in town, call me the new bitch. Getting paid in full, spitting that Brooklyn bullshit. New six, new house, new crib.
Good intentions turn to bad decisions. I'm so angry, wanna cry, but I know I ain't tripping. All this anger got my body feeling pain, yeah. I hate to snap, don't wanna put no one in danger. My lungs started decaying, made it hard for me to breathe. And baby, it's your fault, I wear my heart amongst my sleeve. So much I got to lose lately, I've been moving cautious. You've been playing games, exploring all of your options, started moving sloppy. Man, the losses are the sacrifice. Gave you my heart, but you can love me right.